Deuxième page. Nous-mêmes, nous sommes ça. Nous ne comprenons rien dans nous-mêmes. Son paquet pédiatre, nous et nous-mêmes. Si plus la même. Yo fait me connaître le clinique. C'est Timoun 17, 18, 19 seulement quand il la donne.
Monsieur Boga, Keme Wolo. Monsieur Kapi, Keme Wolo. Monsieur Lucky, Keme Wolo. Monsieur Nandi, Keme Wolo. Monsieur José, Keme Wolo.
C'est pas faute moi non maman. C'est faute camarade là oui. C'est lui-même qui te mène dans riel haut pour mal danser un bagay yo relé haïtien do. Mais l'aime rivé maman. Ça moué avec des graines j'aime. Trouve pas qu'à parler. C'est pas faute moi non maman. C'est faute associée.
Associé.
Oh!
Mamboye, baiser café, oh. Encore maman m'voyer, baiser café, oh. En arrivant, moi sous portail là, un gendarme arrêté moi. Mes amis en moi, ça m'a dit la caille, les m'arriver. Mes amis, ça m'a dit la caille, c'est le monde qui l'a manqué.
Si c'est grand monde qui l'a m'a rentré, si c'est petit monde qui l'a m'a viré d'Omalé. La maison
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Talking Drum, a show that embraces the beauty and majesty of Haitian people and its culture. Naptande Parole Tambou, show nous sur Radio Creole 89.7 FM, www.radiotelecreole.com. My name is Roland Innocent and I am your host. My co-host Alyssa Naomi Innocent is right next to me. Alyssa?
Hey, everybody.
All right. Listen, today we have a beautiful show for you. It's today is the December the 11th, 2020, and it's beautiful outside, 54 degree, right, Alyssa? Outside, it feels good, rather comfortable. It's good to be here with you, celebrating this beautiful holiday coming. For those of you celebrating Christmas, it's Christmas coming, and those of you celebrating Kwanzaa, and also our friends out there celebrating Hanukkah, I salute you. By the way, we're gonna have the show today in two sections. We're going to have from 6 to 6:30. We're gonna have the Creole section. Okay, because we have a guest coming in, Nicole Salade. Nicole Salade is going to be joining us, calling us any minute now. She will be joining us today. And our topic today is Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is a extremely important topic because a lot of you may not know what is Kwanzaa. So that's why today we have this guest coming in to tell us all about Kwanzaa. Um, Also, we have at 6:30 another guest joining us. She is Veronica Philip Nicky. Veronica Philip Nicky. She will be joining us at 6:30 also to for the American audience. For those of you who do not speak Creole, she'll be joining us at 6:30. To explain to us to talk more about Kwanzaa and the whole celebration. So, Nicole Salade is a Haitian teacher. She was a former teacher. She retired and she devoted a lot into the community. So, she will be joining us to talk about Kwanzaa. Alyssa, why don't you take a minute and talk to the audience and give them a little briefing about Kwanzaa and everything.
Hey, everybody. By the way, the biggest holiday of all is coming up on December 23rd. It's my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Alyssa! Yeah!
I'm going to be 19, which is almost 23, which is close to 25, so I'm basically 30 years old.
She's in a rush, right, guys?
Today we're going to talk about Kwanzaa. So Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration that's held in the U.S. and it honors African heritage in African American culture, and it's observed from December 26th to January 1st and culminates in gift giving and a big feast. This holiday is basically really new. It's celebrated. It was started by Dr. Maulana Karenga, a professor and chairman of Africana Studies at California State University, and he created this holiday in 1966 in response to the Watts riots in 1965 in Los Angeles, as a way to bring African Americans together and bring about unity in the community. So he created this holiday by researching different African harvest celebrations, and combine different aspects of different celebrations of different tribes like the Ashanti and Zulu to form the different aspects of Kwanzaa. The name Kwanzaa comes from the phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which means first fruits or harvest in Swahili. So there's 7 principles that represent 7 different values of African culture that help enforce unity and community among African American people. Each day in Kwanzaa, there's a different principle that is talked about and is celebrated on the first night. There is a candle that's lit on the kinara, which is a candle holder. So the first night, the center black candle is lit, which is umoja, and that means unity. And then families gather around and they talk about umoja and what it means to their family. And on the final day of Kwanzaa, there's the final feast called Karamu. There are 7 different core principles of Kwanzaa, also known as Nguzo Saba. So the first principle is umoja, which is unity. Strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Second day is Kuchi Chaka Gulia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Number 3 is Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Number 4 is Ujama, cooperative economics. Number 5 is Nia, purpose. Number 6 is Kumba, creativity. And number 7 is Imani, which is faith. Kwanzaa has 7 core symbols, which is number 1 is crops, mazao, symbolizes the fruits of planning and work, and it's resulting in sharing and joy as part of African harvest festivals. People place nuts, fruits, vegetables, representing work. So on the Maneka, so second is Maneka is the placemat. So it symbolizes historical and traditional foundations for people to stand on and build their lives. Number three is Muhindi, ear of corn. So the stalk of corn represents fertility and the idea that through children there's hopes that the family have that can be brought to life. So there's one that's placed on the mat for every child in the family. There's also the seven candles, Mishuma Saba. There are three red candles, three green candles, and one black candle that's on the Kinara or the candle holder that represents ancestry. There's also Kikombe Chao Moja, which is the unity cup on the sixth day of Kwanzaa. There's a libation ritual that's performed to honor the ancestors, and every guest will take a drink together as a sign of unity, the family. And the last one is Zawadi, which is gifts. On the seventh day of Kwanzaa, there are gifts that are given to encourage growth, achievements, and success. There's handmade gifts, different gifts. I was talking to my friend Zinzi that always comes and talks about things like that on the radio. And she said that you can, the gifts that people share on the last day can be are always gifts from Black-owned businesses. So you don't have to give like a handmade thing. You don't have to, as long as it's from a Black-owned business, you can give gifts. Yeah. That's basically it.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Well, listen, we are waiting for our guest to join us, and as she is coming out, she will be calling us soon. We will be enjoying some Agoci sound. Welcome to the Talking Drum, a show that embraces the beauty and majesty of Haitian people and its culture. N'attendez Parole Tambour sur Radio Creole. Non, Grand Architect là, non, Oloum, non, Zazou Bassin, Boukman Makandal, Cécile Fatima, Christophe Pétion, non, toutes ancêtres yo, Cap, toutes ancêtres yo, n'a voyons gros coup de chapeau pour tout auditeur Parole Tambour qui est fidèle avec nous chaque vendredi de 6h pour 8h. Aïe bobo pour toutes serviteurs nous yo, tradition l'amour, tout ganga, on siman bon, Jennico, toute société yo, tout nek Congo Ibo, Daomé Rada Petro, ka Daomé, tout monde conséquent qui travaille pour mettre pays à son rail. Nous pral commencer section là, section en créole. Those of you who are English speakers, you will be joining us at 6:30 for our English section. At 6 o'clock right now, we have our guest coming in. She is from Haiti. She is going to speak a lot of Creole. Okay, and so at exactly 6:30, we're gonna have our American guest, African American, Nikki. Joining us to talk more about Kwanzaa, because I want you to know very well about this holiday, what it's about and everything. So, bon, oui, n'a commencé. Aïe bobo pour tout serviteur nous yo et tout les Guinéens, les Congo, Petro cap travail pour mettre pays sous yon rail. Oui. On a fait ça. Allô? Oui, allô? Allô? Bon, m'espérer téléphone nan travail sans problème jeudi là parce que tout guest nous yo c'est online, yo pralé laguer pour nous sous Parole Tambour. Donc m'espérer toute bagaille marche très bien. S'il vous plaît, Nicole, relez-nous encore. Allô, Nicole? T'as un petit moment, s'il vous plaît. Ok, est-ce que vous entendez très bien, Nicole?
Allô?
Oui. Ah bon, très
Ouais.
bien. Alors, nous t'entendons très bien, auditeur nous yo, n'a pas demandé où pour saluer auditeur yo, c'est Radio Créole, nous ou bien www.radiotelecreole.com. Très écouté dans Queens, Brooklyn et dans Long Island. OK, donc na gen moun k'ap gade nous tout dans Facebook live, nous live dans Facebook kounya là et dans YouTube. Donc c'est guest nous, c'est Nicole Salade, on femme voyant k'ap travaille dans communauté qui fait toute ville comme professeur et kounya là jodi là Nicole entre dans Radio Créole, li pral parler avec nous de Kwanzaa. Nicole, micro Radio Créole là nan men.
Bon, ma petite communauté à respect, ma petite respect tout. Ok? Et bon, c'est vrai tout pour les aujourd'hui, hein. Réellement, ouais, pas de bâton moi ça, ouais, même pas de cabas. Réellement refusé, ouais, participation. Bon, pas connaître comment on veut prendre, si on veut poser, bon, bien sûr, c'est me parler, moi, d'abord.
Bon, premièrement, m'ta remen pour parler mon yo anti crasse avant entrer dans un sujet pour parler mon yo anti crasse de qui est-ce qui Nicole Salade et travail qu'on fait dans la communauté pour yo connaît parce que on connaît qui j'ai en bas yo et na coutume pas nous faut qu'on
pour maïsienne qui t'a aimé ouais bien pour communauté li ouais
c'est ça
et comment dirais-je c'est simplement ça.
Nicole Salade qu'elle son femme voyant qui timide. Bon, alors donc tout le monde a fonctionné Jean Payot, donc nous tendez l'école voulait pour nous connaître que son femme haïtienne, son simple femme haïtienne qui travaille pour avancement pays. Donc c'est ça mesure ça qui fait que l'aime te parler avec
ajouter plus que me pas dit tout ça non.
Mais on va mettre Timouès là pour moi s'il vous plaît Nicole.
Mon participation pas yo.
OK. Bon.
Participation pas yo.
Ben OK. Donc Nicole pral parler nous aujourd'hui de Kwanzaa. Qui ça Kwanzaa? Nous tendez parler de Kwanzaa. Mais nous même haïtiens, bon, nous toujours c'est Christmas nous connaît. Même temps mais pour Nicole, font-ils parler nous de Kwanzaa? Qui ça Kwanzaa? Qui gens commencé? Côté le commencé? Pour qui ça Kwanzaa? OK, Nicole, micro anamo.
Bon, Kwanzaa c'est célébration de la récolte, ouais.
OK.
On connaît dans tout pays d'Afrique et la diaspora tout, ouais. Nous planter, nous récolter, nous planter c'est pour nous récolter. C'est bon la caille nous, enfin, on connaît le paysan la caille nous qui réellement qui en tête la caille nous, c'est eux qui réellement qui comptent plus. Parce que ça vous planter, vous récolter et vous partager.
Je comprends.
Et comme ça, réellement, depuis l'année 1984, il y a plus de 13 millions d'Américains qui célébrent.
OK.
Bon, ma première information, ça basée sur lui. Ce n'est pas information par moi.
Je comprends.
Et Kwanzaa, enfin, l'été, monde qui était réellement fondé mouvement Kwanzaa, c'est mon frère, les Malenga Karenga. Malenga Karenga, c'est un professeur de l'histoire africaine. Ok? Il fondé lui en 1966. Bon, Malenga Karenga, bon, il y a différentes histoires qui parlent de lui. Il y a des gens qui ont des problèmes avec lui. Bon,
OK.
mais c'est pas ça que je viens parler.
Nous comprenons.
Je vais parler de travail que le fait, c'est lui qui a fondé le mouvement Kwanzaa en 1966. Mais comme vous me dites, depuis en 1984, il y a 13 millions d'Américains qui célébrent. Écoute, ça me prend le livre et il n'a pas mentionné si c'est moi seulement, si c'est le monde qui vient bouler tête là-dedans. OK? Répression et puis il y a un pile mythe à travers de Kwanzaa.
OK.
Ouais, il y a des gens qui pensaient que Kwanzaa c'est une substitution pour fête Noël, pour Christmas en anglais à Christmas.
OK.
Kwanzaa n'a pas gagné avec Noël.
OK.
Les actions ont commencé du 26 décembre au 1er janvier, après Noël.
OK.
Ça fait, il y a des gens qui pensaient qu'ils ont bagaille pour avec Noël. Kwanzaa, c'est pour une célébration religieuse. Il n'y a pas rien pour jouer avec la religion.
Oh, pas gain rien pour le faire religion.
Il n'y a pas rien pour jouer avec la religion. C'est ça, pour ma bonne anecdote, bon, ma bonne rappelez-moi. Et Kwanzaa, c'est une institution pour Christmas, ok? Et il commence le 26 décembre et il finit célébration, célébration qui dure 7 jours. Kwanzaa offre nous opportunité pour nous refléter sur la vie nous en Afrique. La vie passée et la vie présente.
OK.
Kwanzaa, c'est pas une pratique religieuse liée. D'après un auteur, il dit qu'on s'accuse n'est pas politique. Je ne pas dire pas politique parce que tout ça nous fait gain politique là-dedans.
C'est comme ça me comprendre tout.
Même pas quoi en politique. Mais l'on a le marché, on l'acheter manger. Ouais, soit tout ça de bouche, on l'acheter manger. Les politiques qui entrent là-dedans. Pour manger arriver sur ça de bouche, ouais, au paquet à fait politique passé.
Donc, au baquet côté le passé.
Tout ça est basé sur politique, même si n'est pas d'accord, même si n'est d'accord.
C'est ça.
OK. Pour Kwanzaa, c'est la célébration du, comment dirais-je, du premier fruit de la récolte. Un mot qui est basé du langage du relais qui soit Swahili.
Qui soit Swahili.
Une langue qui est plus vers en Afrique, là, qui est reconnue en Afrique. Kwanzaa, c'est une pratique qui est basée sur différents principes. Un principe qui est basé sur 5 différents principes. Okay? Bon, en principe, ça y est, je vais commencer par énumérer.
S'il vous plaît.
OK. Donne-moi une minute. OK. Et le premier principe, là, il est Umoja.
Umoja.
C'est unité. Il y a encore des basés sur la langue Swahili. Et bon, son principe qui est basé pour nous faire fort, pour nous maintenir l'unité dans la famille, là, dans la communauté, la nation. Ouais. Bon, ici, c'est pas nation. Ouais, nous là. La nation. Par contre, ouais, tout pays côté monde nous arrêter et unité dans la race là.
Comprends.
C'est très important, ouais, pour nous unir, ouais. C'est comment dire, c'est une base principale pour nous unir. Que nous avec l'autre monde, on pas ouais, comment dire, pas ouais différence entre seul nous.
OK.
Et là c'est Agoci, Tagalia.
Redis-le encore pour nous, redis-le encore pour nous.
Il veut dire self-détermination. Bon, son principe, je pense qui est très important. Détermination, c'est un bail qui est important. Quand on voit pas son impasse dans la vie, mais lorsqu'il y a une détermination, il y a une bonne possibilité ouais, pour se passer par ça. Il ne faut pas que les personnes dérangent aux personnes, parce que dans le passage, il y a toujours un problème. Ouais. Mais c'est pour déterminer en tant que les professeurs d'école en salle de classe, il faut encourager pour bien développer le principe de détermination.
Comprends.
Okay? Pour arriver, pour définir tout, ok, créer tout et pour l'autre monde, et puis aller tout et pour l'autre monde. Ok, ou pas quitter mon défini qui est et qui mon est.
OK.
Pas créer pour l'autre monde qui va gagner pour avec lui ou avec race, avec communauté. Ok. L'autre principe, la troisième principe, c'est ultima. C'est le travail collectif et responsabilité. Bon, quand c'est travail collectif, ça son bail qui est pratiqué la c'est pratiqué. J'ai chance que moun allant dehors pour me dire. Je pense que là, fait comme ça, c'est côté.
En seconde, s'il vous plaît. N'a demandé moun kapri Léa, tout, un petit patience, s'il vous plaît. N'a at exactly 6h30, n'a ouvert ligne nan, nous pouvons ouvrir ligne nan. Bon, un petit patience, s'il vous plaît. Please be a little patient. We will open the line at exactly 6:35. Thank you. I know.
pour battre
OK.
et pour mettre la communauté ensemble. OK? Et puis, pour arriver pour est-ce qu'il y a possibilité pour faire problème avec eux, c'est problème ou tout. Et le map des problèmes avec eux, c'est problème. Tout le monde qui pareil, tout le monde qui semble l'autre, surtout. Ouais, tout le monde race, yo. Mais je ne pas dire pour parler de l'autre garçon, mais je dis avec eux, en race, yo, problème pas yo, c'est problème pas nous. Pour l'autre principe, c'est Uchama. C'est dit coopération économique. Bon, comme principe très important, parce que nous-mêmes, par exemple, nous-mêmes, nous noirs, nous dépensons en pile dans le pays, pas vrai? Et la plus qu'argent nous dépenser, c'est le commerce qui n'a pas rien pour avec nous. Ouais. Par exemple, à l'époque nouvelle, où on a monté des sons, on a fait des achats, on n'a pas l'argent pour le payer Kaeli, mais il rassure quelqu'un l'argent pour acheter cadeau pour le monde.
Je comprends.
OK? Principe comme ça, pas cohérent ça. OK? Vous ne doit pas un cadeau qu'on fait ou-même. Vous ne pouvez pas acheter un bagage à mon non, créer un bagage à mon non, même un mange, vous faites ton cadeau. OK? Et c'est important pour essayer d'acheter dans la boutique, dans le store qui est pour avec. Par exemple, on va regarder en pile femme, il y a regardé pas sur les social media. Et puis, ouais, paquet de femmes avec cheveux, mélange de cheveux, aux cheveux.
Comprends.
Ouais. Il faut que le pays pas rien pour avec eux. OK? Pour même regarder ça, raïté tout.
Bon, il y a un pile question pour le poser sous bagage ça là à Nicole.
Ouais. Et puis, vous voyez, mesdames, avec bagage cheveux, même sous derrière, vous comprenez? Ouais. Et ça, c'est très important, ouais, pour acheter pour l'enfant commerce qui est pour avec la communauté.
Je comprends.
Même si j'ai pris devant mon organisation comme tendez, ça font bon activité pour les petits machins à venir dans le produit. Malabro de papier, c'est sans démentaler pas.
OK.
Bon, l'autre est principe est NIA. NIA avait dit développer la communauté. OK? Dans le but de restaurer le peuple, la tradition. Ouais, NIA avait dit propose. Ouais. Tout ce qu'on va faire, c'est pour qu'on qui me propose en créole. Et but.
OK.
Vous voyez, si vous êtes dans l'école, vous avez un but. Il faut faire dans l'école. C'est simplement pour faire l'argent. Pour aider la communauté la vie. Moun pareil, moun qui aide. Ouais, pour passer bâton. Pour l'autre principe, il y a les combats. Ça veut dire créativité. Créativité, alors créative, ouais, ou pas seulement peut-être, on fait communiquer communauté là. Pour une communauté là plus belle, pour bénéficier. Bénéficier. Bon, c'est que mon noir, en général, que ce soit côté de soutien, nous avons un sens de créativité là, nous. Ouais, côté avec de rien, nous fait des belles bagailles. On va regarder artistes en Haïti. Des qualités artistiques qui travaillent avec Tonyo, c'est des qualités de travail.
Il a fait bonne production malgré.
Par exemple, au niveau de musique, moi, jeune artiste en Haïti, on va prendre un rappeur. Des textes avec ouais, c'est création.
Comprends.
Qu'est-ce qui est sens? Il y a sens qui réellement fait un fort réfléchir. C'est pour encourager l'artiste, ouais. Et en plus, l'artiste, ça a besoin de travail, il n'y a pas d'instrument, ouais. C'est que c'est un besoin, surtout pour l'éducateur, ouais, pour aider l'artiste à développer. Le sens de créativité, ça, c'est ça, il y a des combats. Et dernier, c'est les Imani qui a espoir. OK? En fait, espoir ça paraît pas de pourquoi. Paraît pas mais pourquoi? Pourquoi la race, pourquoi les parents, pourquoi les professeurs, pourquoi bon, yo même pourquoi le monde qui a la tête les leaders. Il y a un problème avec ça parce que donc ça oui que les leaders vont s'exploiter à exploiter.
Comprends.
Non seulement en Haïti, non seulement bon ici, seulement dans le pays d'Afrique. Ouais, qui fait son bail qui m'a donné un pile réception. En pile réception. Bon. Ouais, bon, m'a passé sur le bagage, m'a passé toute série de symboles que utiliser pour célébrer comme ça. Pour célébrer comme ça, une série de décorations qu'on fait, ou comptable, là, quand nous avons des tables là, qui ont des mots encore. On met, comme on l'a célébré en Haïti, table là, on met une série de décors, ouais. Le décor là, c'est ça, et Mazao. Mazao sont plates, vous mettez, ouais, et pour remplir avec des fruits et avec des légumes, ouais, des légumes. Par contre, les carottes sont légumes, vous pouvez mettre des yams, vous pouvez mettre des bananes, ouais, dans la plate là. Et puis, vous mettez plate là, c'est un mikaba. Mikaba, c'est un
be a little, please be a little patient for us. We will open the line at exactly 6:45. I'm sorry, be patient, please. Nous prenons l'ouvert ligne téléphonique là à 6h45. S'il vous plaît, un petit patience, s'il vous plaît.
Vous mettez plate là sous plat. Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire Kinara? Kinara, c'est un équipement, ouais, qui aime cette bougie. Cette bougie, ça on pas dire. Ouais, c'est l'équipement ça la Kinara, après aime cette bougie.
C'est ça.
Il y a 3 bougies. Rouge, une bougie noire, avec 3 bougies et vert.
Répétez bougie encore. 3 bougies rouges.
Une bougie noire et puis 3 bougies vertes. Bougie noire dans mi-temps. Dans mi-temps. Et chaque jour, à partir du 1er et du 26 décembre, vous commencez à brûler bougie. Premier bougie pour lumière et bougie noire. Il faut commencer comme de left to right. Chaque jour, ou lumière ou bougie différente. OK? OK. OK, rouge là, symbolisé ouais, pour ça que mon yo te versé.
Comprends.
Dans le lutte tout partout. Ouais. Que ce soit en Afrique, que ce soit en Haïti, ouais, dans le lutte côté que fait peuple haïtien, ouais, peuple africain, c'est lutter.
Comprends.
Vert là, c'est pour hope, pour espoir. OK? Et black là, c'est pour peuple noir.
OK.
Donc, il fait chaque jour, du 26 au 31, une chandelle différente. Et vous commencez avec chandelle la mi-temps. La mi-temps. Et puis après avoir vu ça, il y a une coupe, il y a une coupe là, son tasse. Oui. Et comment est-ce que je me dis? Célébration commence avec sa libation.
Oh, libation.
Vous voulez dire ça? C'était gros. C'est ça la gagne, pas vrai? Nous jetons gros, oui.
Oui, j'étais de l'eau.
Ah oui, c'était gros. OK? C'était gros. Et également, ça relève, et c'était gros très important, ouais, dans la célébration. Et puis, à part de ça, et notre bagage servi comme décoration. C'est pas décoration, mais c'est un symbole. C'est pimaï.
Oh, c'est pimaï, hein?
C'est ça, c'est bonzi. Et bonzi a représenté si moun. Par exemple, à l'enfant famille, c'est qu'un c'est défi maïs.
OK.
Et chaque famille utilise autant de défi maïs que vous gagnez.
OK.
Après ça, il y a les zawadia. Zawadia, ouais, c'est ça, oui, cadeau. OK? Au bail. Ouais, dans 31 décembre. En vendredi soir. Et comme dit, l'importance cadeau, ça, c'est pas d'aller acheter réellement. Là, c'est bagaille. Il y a pour voir avec culture, là. Ouais, acheter, tout le monde doit comme se regarder. La fond, regarde tout le monde. Tout le monde, qu'on dessine, il va dessiner. Ouais, on peinture. Ouais. Ils sont actifs présents dans la célébration. Actifs, chacun doit cadeau parler, chacun doit chanter.
Comprends.
Chacun doit réciter un poème, ouais. Ouais, j'ai l'homme, c'est comme gros, et l'homme, c'est qu'on a un gros ami, moi, qui moi, jazz, qui est décédé. Chaque année, il fait une grande célébration dans la caille, ouais. Et dans la célébration, ça, il y a un artiste pareil, il finit avec un instrument, ouais, qui vient qui joue.
OK.
Il y a un poète qui connaît et tout. C'est comme ça de célébrer pour éviter chaque monde, ouais. Moi-même, participation par moi, parfois on fait manger, mais tout le système bouton du avion.
Ou bouton du avion quand même.
Il y a. Ça, c'est comme j'ai moi fait. Et je pense que au point de vue de cadeau, c'est très important.
Nicole, je suis capable de poser une question, s'il vous plaît. En tradition, en belle tradition comme ça, comment fait tradition ça? Je pense que nous-mêmes haïtiens sommes capables de bénéficier de tradition ça en pile. Comment fait tradition ça? Pas arriver joindre nous-mêmes.
Bon, les jeunes, nous, bon, moi-même, comment dire, je veux dire, moi, j'étais à la collège, la caille, dès qu'on célèbre la caille, pas chaque année, ouais. Et célébrer la caille, c'est mal comme aux amis, célébrer, je mets nos amis avec moi. C'est une fois, et on dit que passer, moi, ouais. On grand monde, non? Je me suis invité, ouais. Et puis, les mapas, ils me comme ça, hein? Est-ce que ça fait Marie m'a pris là, ça fait religion. Parce que Marie, moi, c'est Nigérien, vous comprenez?
OK.
Même pas même quoi malheureux à tes là, juste pas. Ouais. Bon, l'autre monde qui est là, il me consacre pas prêter. Parce que Marie le servit, ça fait la prise, papa. Ouais.
Comprends.
Bon. Respectez les ouais, mais qui n'a rien pour avec les gens, ouais. Oui, mais de jour en jour, ouais. Ouais, comme quel monde qui célèbre, ouais, mais c'est nous qui pouvons pas agir, vous comprenez? C'est une qui l'autre, ouais.
Est-ce qu'il c'est parce que a fait chandelle là n'a plus mais qui fait mon qui penser superstition?
Peut-être ouais, cap couleur, ouais noir, ouais rouge, vous comprenez?
On comprend.
C'est pour ça noir faut peur, c'est cap noir. Oui, la grande puissance c'est couler pour tout là. Et ça continue à couler toujours. OK? Et puis, tradition finie, comment dire, et puis que ça aurait un gros repas qui fait le 31 décembre. Repas ça, comment dire, chaque monde doit faut manger, vous comprenez? Et avant repas, monde qui a fait la caille ou bien l'on activité, ouais, ils font remarque, ouais, et puis ils reconnaissent surtout le monde qui l'a assistance là.
On comprend.
Et expression culturelle. Et expression culturelle, facile avec chanter, musique, ouais, poème, ouais.
On comprend.
Sauf-les.
On comprend.
Sauf-les. Et manger, bon, en général, comment dire, ma dit ça, pas jamais non célébration comme ça, côté mon cochon servi.
Ça fait ça.
Bon, et comment dire, il y a des gens, c'est tradition pas, il y a des gens qui pas, ouais, par exemple, la musulmane pas manger un cochon, ouais.
On comprend.
Ouais, pas musulman moi-même, même pas manger viande, ouais.
OK, OK.
Et puis, comment dire, j'ai mangé qui est nutrition là-dedans, ouais, en pile légumes, ouais.
Mais c'est pas une loi, pas ça, c'est pas une loi qui dit que nous pas supposé manger viande cochon, pas ça?
Pas dit son loi, quand il y a des gens qui pratiquent religion, il y a des gens qui question de santé, vous comprenez?
OK, pas un problème. Parce que m'bavle haïtien, dit comme ça, si yo pas qu'à manger gris, yo pas n'a fait quoi ça là.
Avec, pas jamais allons célébration, ça, ouais, t'as fait à boire.
OK.
Ouais, pas jamais témoin, t'as fait même pas jamais témoin.
OK.
Et comment dirais-je, premier jour a commencé le 26 décembre et le fini 1er janvier.
OK, de 26 à 1er janvier.
Yeah, 1er janvier. Et c'est très important pour demander participation. Si mon ouais, pour là pour encourager, ouais.
Ouais, si ti moun yo pas là-bas, elle a pas passer. Tradition a pas passer.
Oui. Et puis, pour qu'on me dise l'origine, c'est 1960. C'est docteur Malenga Karenga, professeur africain. D'ailleurs, je me dans l'occasion. Professeur africain et africaine. OK? Et il écrit cette livre comme un nationaliste culturel.
Ça, c'est Don Waris.
Pour ça, il écrit cette livre. OK? Et encore, c'est pas un fait religieux.
OK.
Et encore, il est basé sur 7 principes.
OK.
Et m'a répété encore principes. Et 7 principes référés comme un type de Nguzo Saba. Bien, Umoja. Et Umoja, Ujitakalia. Ujima. Ima, Nia, Kumba, and Imani. Bakon si
Yeah, ubanu tout.
Ouais, pour Noël.
OK.
Ouais, célébrer Noël, malgré OK? Même pas gagné ouais avec une dame célébrer.
So ça veut dire on monde qui célèbre Noël ou capable toujours célébrer Noël là toujours qu'on y a après ça.
Comme ça là.
Oui.
Chaque jour, on récite prince. Moi, je lumière, moi pourquoi moi, lumière candelle, moi pourquoi moi. Et là c'est pourquoi moi.
Mais pour dire ces mêmes vibrations là pour contrôler parce que ou dit comme ça gen monde faut manger cuit son tradition qui a passé pas quoi c'est même chaleur là pour contrôler ça penser.
Ces derniers jours ouais que expérience à manger a bien lieu.
OK.
Mais que des monde là chaque fois lui et à chaque jour.
OK.
Avec il va faire manger pour tout le monde manger tout ouais.
Comprendre.
Ouais.
Nicole Mabdou, un gros coup de merci pour toute connaissance ça OK ou séparé avec nous hein. Même Alessa qui c'est petite fille même bon côté maintenant là, on c'est petite fille qui dans collège donc m'a demandé li. Allô?
Invite m'a pressé avec un livre pour tout le monde.
Ouais, s'il vous plaît.
Tout le livre relé I Like Myself.
Bon bagay.
By Karine Boucor. C'est très important ouais parce que tradition moi mesdames yo apprend kounya puis mettre cheveux pas derrière yo bon c'est un grand problème c'est ça les rails tête.
Nicole comme moi tout déjà ou faire ça le Ken of War moi tant quoi américain dit ou toucher un malin là dans communauté parce que radio créole gen pile mesdames qui tendent radio bataille mais pour mesdames yo là tomber a vinn dit comme ça que ou dit pour pas mettre faux cheveux non là.
On doit livre encore jouer The National Plan of Empowering Black America. Il qu'on l'autre livre jouer Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome.
By J. Dufresne Larry. Pour grand monde. Tout le monde. Et bon, je tout.
Moi, mais ça, post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Oui. Nous souffrons de ça. OK. So, là?
Bon, m'pas connaît. Allez, ça, une question pour Nicole. S'il vous plaît, continuez ou mettre ou gen doit nap faire en conversation avec vous, continuez dans des programmes nan. Si gen moun qui t'a relé poser question pour vous Nicole, ou prendre parce que dans communauté nous là nous gen un pile moun k'ap tande nous dans internet là tout. Donc si vous gen question, ou gen doit relé encore répondre question pour nous. Merci en pile Nicole Salade. Donc merci en pile. 10 derniers mots pour nous Nicole la communauté.
Encore ma point de communauté nous continuer donner des l'autre et puis nous protéger l'autre, OK, et puis surtout acheter le même monde qui semble nous le plus possible. Dans ces informations c'est tendez li ouais. Il y a une organisation pour créer les flamboyants,
OK.
Et on va dans bouquin dans local yo a côté y a invité côté a gen machine qui venir vendre produit yo parce que son belle entreprise
qui les activités ça fait
bon on va laisser ouais c'est capable ouais
yeah s'il vous plaît
ouais sur les Daoud André
OK
Daoud c'est le programme Daoud André il gagne pas bonne information
on comprend
belle initiative ouais OK, so kembe ferme ouais.
Nicole, Gokuta Ibobo pour femme vaillant ça, cap travail nos communautés qui séparer belle connaissance ça avec nous. M'abdi nan non radio créole, nan non parole tambour et nan non Agoci qui c'est compagnie moi n'abdou merci pour connaissance là que séparer avec nous là. OK Nicole Ibobo.
Merci. Bye bye.
OK, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bon, ladies and gentlemen, that was Nicole Salade. And like I promised you, we're going to have another guest who's going to be calling us any minute now, who is going to be talking for the American audience, because as you already know, the talking drum, c'est Powell Tambou. The talking drum is in Creole and English. We have people who listen to us in Creole. We also have people, a great amount of our supporters who listen to us in English, who want to know what's going on in the community. Because you have to understand the Haitian community, the Haitian culture. Haiti was the first country to say no to slavery. So Haiti means a lot to the world. And so extremely important. Hello? Nikki, is that you? OK, merci, pas de problème. Yes, so Nikki will be calling us any minute now to open the conversation on Kwanzaa, and this time in English so that everybody understand what we are doing. Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Veronica Philip Nikki on the line. Nikki, you're going to tell us all about you before we start our conversation on Kwanzaa. Please talk to the audience. First of all, salute the audience in the name of our ancestors and tell us about you. Hello, Nikki, you can talk.
Yes, good day. How art thou, everyone? Good evening. Long live Dessalines. I'm calling concerning Kwanzaa, and this is a African holiday. It is not a religious holiday.
Okay.
You can be any religion that you are and still celebrate Kwanzaa. So I wanted to make sure that was very clear.
Everybody understand that, yeah.
Okay. Kwanzaa was started by Mala Karenga in 1965. He started it because of slavery and the different things that black people suffered under. And he wanted it to be a celebration also our culture, celebrating our culture. That means that no matter where we come from on the earth, we are to, as Pan Africans, we are going to bring our great grandmothers, our grandfathers, our mothers, our fathers. We are proud of our culture. With this African culture, celebrate 7 principles. There is a Panara where they have 3 red candles, 1 black candle, and 3 green candles. That is called the Kanara, the stick that holds it.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a Makiba, which is a mat. We also place out ears of corn because if you have 4 children in your household, you will put 4 ears of corn. Each ear of corn represents a child. For the now, I'm going to go through principles.
Nikki, do us a favor. Speak a little slower because there are some of your words that simply miss us. Just take your time. Take your time, please.
Okay. Celebrates what is found called the 7 principles or the Agoci of African heritage. It was developed in 1965, a year before itself. These 7 principles comprise Kwandi, a Swahili word meaning common. Don't matter where you go in the world, Swahili is spoken. Somewhere in the African community, there's no continent that someone does not celebrate Kwanzaa, which starts the day after Christmas. Now, I will talk about the principles, which I will start with Umoja, which would be the first day. To strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. It is even more important now because of the time and the conditions with COVID that we celebrate the unity, the nation, the family, and the community. Kuji Zakaya, self-determination to define and name ourselves as well as to think and speak for ourselves. Now, we have nicknames and terms of endearment for ourselves, for our children, because of the things we do. Now, I was invited by an artist to call into this show, which I was first to ask for permission from my elders to speak. That's what I should have done first before I began speaking. Out of respect for the people that are hearing me and are in the community. Now, when we are naming ourselves, of course we don't want anything derogatory, but the names have to have meaning for the struggle to maintain and to bring back our culture to what it used to be. Right? We know that there are imperialists and so forth that are trampling on our communities. So let me talk about the 3rd principle, which would be lighting the 3rd candle, Ujima, which means collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to Now, it would be our responsibility to go to businesses that sell products and things that unify us as in, I know August 14th, we celebrate, I go to a beautiful celebration. I know that I will eat my pumpkin soup and so forth. That's just a little side example of, we will talk about things that we need to solve. I will talk about the fourth principle, which is Ujama collective cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses and to profit from them together. Now, they say that we have money in our community for 6 hours, whereas in the Asian community, 22 days it exchanges hands in that community, and that is why they are economically strong. For us to become strong and to maintain and get stronger, we must support businesses of people who respect us and who provide opportunity, not just that give us economic relief. If all our money goes to other businesses, we are not practicing Ujama. Nia is the fifth principle, purpose. The fifth day, the fifth candle will be lit to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to reach their traditional greatness. The Umba, creativity, to always do as much as we can in order to leave our beautiful official. So this would be a time where we are doing things with our children. All of these days, we are practicing these things. We will take our children to a black business. We may buy books and so forth. Now, there are activities we can do with our 4-year-old, 12-year-old, and so forth. For example, we may take something, I'm going to give a simple thing we may do with maybe the 4-year-old, where we take something like construction paper and black, red, green. The red and green strips we may cut and make a map so that they find that they can do something for themselves.
Nikki, can you do more? Hello, Nikki. Can you do us a favor? Can you call us on the different number, or maybe I don't know where you are. If you are in the basement, can you maybe go upstairs, because you're going on and off. Sometimes we hear you, sometimes we don't. Yes.
Out? Okay.
Yes. So please call us on a different number, or maybe on a different phone, because you are sharing beautiful information with us. And one of our members just called us here and told us that they're having difficulty hearing you. Please, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right.
Si c'est grand monde qui l'a, m'a
ma journée tout entière. C'est la station de ma vie. Tu es l'objet de mon sommeil. 89.7, c'est la station de ma vie. C'est ma seule passion, la seule distraction de ma vie. Radio Créole 89.7 FM stéréo. Je t'aime. Pour info, 516 203 71 62. 516 203 73 33. Audio 712 432 72 82. Radio Créole. Chaque jour aussi maintenant pas écouter l'autre radio. Oh belle programmation. Radio Créole. Le matin à fond sorti une bouteille. 89.7. Radio Créole. C'est un petit journal, oui. Variété musique en moi. C'est la fait sport, moins détente, moins distraction, moins. Radio Créole. So good. Radio Créole. So sweet. Radio Créole. So nice. Radio Créole. Radio Créole 89.7 FM stéréo. Je t'aime. Pour info, 516 203 71 62. 516 203 73 33. Audio 712 432 72 82. Radio Créole. Radio Créole. Radio Créole. Radio Créole. Radio Créole. Chaque jour, nous sommes maintenant pas écouter l'autre radio.
Assigné, on est oh la maison. On est oh la maison. Si c'est grand monde qui l'a rentré. Si c'est grand monde qui l'a rentré. Si c'est petit monde qui l'a m'a viré d'omalé.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have Nikki, Veronica Nikki on the line again. Let's hope that the technology is doing a much better job because we are sharing such beautiful information for our community. And I know we have a lot of children sitting down here to listen to this program. It's Kwanzaa. It's a beautiful, beautiful celebration. And we want people to know what Kwanzaa is about. That's the beauty of this show today. So, Nikki, let's test the technology to make sure everything is working.
Yes, good day.
All right, good day, good day. Well, so far you sound much better. Let's. You were talking about the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.
Yes. Now, the last principle is Imani, faith. Right?
Okay.
We must have faith in our mother, our father. We respect them so that interaction on the seventh day, what we do is we have food. So we not only we exchange gifts, we call the gifts the wadi. And these gifts we give are usually handmade because holidays such as Christmas has become so commercialized and so forth. And we wanted to respect and honor our family, because if it had not been for our family and our food, we would not be here. So, in honoring our children and understanding that they are gifts, you know, and when we nurture them and we mold them with love and understanding, we are practicing Kwanzaa. These are principles that we should practice every day throughout the year, all 7 principles. Now, I don't know if everyone was able to hear me clearly, you know, when I was talking about the transatlantic enslaved people. They didn't take bums. They took the best builders. They took the hardest work. They took architects. They took doctors. They took community people that could unite the people. And when you do that in a community, you deconstruct it, you divide it, and that is exactly why it is so important to practice the principles of Kwanzaa throughout the year. It is essentially practiced the 26th to the January 1st. So, in understanding that, in building and communicating, the latest thing I will bring into the conversation is COVID-19, healthcare. If people are concerned, they, according to the Universal Human Rights Declaration, each person should be able to get free health care. It is not you get health care because you can or cannot afford it. Every person should be able to get food. Every person should be able to get a quality education. This is why we must teach our children about our ancestors. And if they do not learn of the great people of Marcus Garvey, of Thomas Sankara, of my beloved Dessalines, they must know of their victories as well as some of the mistakes. And we cannot let them not hear about their heroes throughout the year, because that will encourage them to become engineers, to become artists, to become dancers. And in dancing, your body builds strength. Your mind, you are able to compute because of the beat and the different things that your body is a perfect machine. And your body needs nutritious food. And that is why we call this first fruit the harvest. And that is Kwanzaa. I thank you. There are other things that we can talk about, that we must be very careful with the food that we eat. Speaking now as a nurse, the FDA allows, which is the Federal Department of Agriculture. Most people don't know that a certain amount of food and rat droppings are allowed into some of the foods. That is unheard of throughout the world 10 years ago. However, that is now something that goes on. We all know that it's not our culture. That is not Pan-African. So we must be mindful that sometimes our families and so forth are becoming sick because of these things. And knowing is half the battle, because if you know, you can defeat it by not having too much sugar, or too much natural sugar would come from those first fruits, the corn, the banana, the perfect foods. And I want to say that I love and I appreciate you for even asking me to come on your show, to hear about, to speak about, to know that they're loving ears and babies. Your first gift is your name, something your parents thought of that was the most beautiful thing ever. And that is how you get your name, something that they admire. And these are things that we as people must be mindful of. And happy Kwanzaa to each and every one of you.
Nikki, I want to thank you for coming in and sharing this beautiful knowledge with us. Nikki, can you answer this question for me? I know that Christmas is so popular and overrated. Why isn't Kwanzaa? Those are our leaders push this thing, in this community, so that this knowledge reach our children. So, you understand? I don't know what you can say about that.
I don't celebrate Christmas. Some people may be offended. As a child, my parents taught me all about Christmas. I did all those things. However, I asked my grandmother and I presented it to her that I did not find that word anywhere in that Holy Bible. Some people, my mother was shocked, but so I don't want to push anything that I believe on anyone, because things that bring us together are very important. And I feel that whatever your religion is, whatever your beliefs are, I will not infringe on your parents, because that is your, I don't want to offend anyone by saying God and Goddess. The person that cares most for you would be your father, your elder aunt, uncle, and we have to give them their respect and their space as well. Did I answer your question?
Not quite. I just wanted to know how come Kwanzaa is not so much pushed in the community, in our community.
Oh.
Is it a politic? Do you think it's politic? What?
Well, I would say it's like expecting them to tell us about Dessalines in school. If you are telling them about the truth about the Clintons or different people, it would not benefit them. They make money off of people's disunity, and I can say this, which may surprise you, that there is right now there is a Kwanzaa stamp designed by Cynthia St. James, which was issued in the United States Post Office in '97. The same year, Bill Clinton gave the first presidential declaration marking Kwanzaa. So you understand. Also, the present person that has been very disrespectful to us, he also said, Happy Kwanzaa 2019 to all the people that celebrate it. But some of those things, they will not put it on television as they do for different things that different cultures celebrate. Anything that is positive and black may not be pushed, because if everyone celebrated and practiced these things, there would not be any homeless people. They would support black businesses the same way that Asian people do not support Haitian businesses or Jewish businesses. They support their business, and we must do the same.
I understand that quite well. You answer my question, and so what you said to me is that for leaders have done their job, but those who have the power and the media will not push this in the community because they don't want to. They don't want us to be empowered. It's critical, and I'm glad that that you're sharing this information with us. And earlier we had Nicole Saladé, a Haitian sister who shared some knowledge on Kwanzaa, and right now we have Nikki. Veronica Nikki, Philip Nikki, who's sharing information in English for our English listeners, because you already know on the Talking Drum we have two group of listeners who are listening to us. I want to thank you so very much, Nikki, for this information. From all of this and from all of the things that you said to us here, and I'm looking at all the principles that you share that about Kwanzaa, unity, self-determination, work, all this beautiful knowledge. Yet, when we look in our community, our brothers are still killing each other.
I wanted to say, Maya Angelou narrated a documentary film about Kwanzaa. It is called The Black Candle. I would love for every person to watch that. I want to get tissue, but it is a love fest, written and directed by M.K. Asante. He has written over 30 books. He has a high school book and a history book that is in the Board of Education for New York City. So they don't push these things, they are there. And featuring Chuck D. As a matter of fact, Boys and Girls High School in Brooklyn, New York used to have over 10,000 people come there for Kwanzaa every year. So I celebrate Kwanzaa as I do all the time. Public 21.
Okay.
Brooklyn that celebrate throughout the year. So although there is not a borough that does not have, they have 10 out of every zip code that don't celebrate, and also some churches that celebrate Kwanzaa in Brooklyn as well.
Okay, Nikki, I think one of the problem is that they have, like, for example, where I work, they have a table for Kwanzaa, a table for Hanukkah, and a table for the Christmas tree. But I think if the teachers were to really go forward and pushing this and the education of it, children they will empower the kids more. I mean, it's I don't think it's enough to just have the table there, but to really go into the education of it much more. I mean, people. I don't think people know that this. I mean, from what you shared with me and what Nicole shared, is a lot of people do not think that Kwanzaa. People think that it's a religious thing, and I'm glad you clarified to us right now on this program that this has nothing to do with religion.
Has nothing. As a matter of fact, on the first day, what they usually do, they pour libation. And you talk about some of these principles and so forth. I can, they're also reading the African pledge, to not harm anyone that looks like you. That should be unthought of. The principles of blackness, reflection on the red, the black, and the green. These are the colors that you see for Kwanzaa as well.
Did you talk about an African pledge?
Yes.
I would like to hear it. You have it?
Oh my.
Listen, if we're doing it, let's do it. Why, Alyssa?
Hold on.
Because there's a lot of our brothers and sisters here. They know the pledge of the, but they may not know the African pledge. I would like to. I want my audience to be well educated.
Okay. I'm gonna say one more thing before I try and recall this pledge.
Okay.
The greeting for each day of Kwanzaa is Habaragani, which is Swahili for how are you?
Abaogani.
Habaragani, how are you? You know, that is very important. Okay. Let's see. Now let's see. Yeah.
Did I put you to work?
I don't want to embarrass myself. Okay. African pledge. We will remember the humanity, glory, and suffering of our ancestors and honor the struggle of our elders. We will strive to bring value and new life to our people. We will have peace and harmony among us. We will be loving, caring, and creative. We will work, study, and listen so that we may learn. Learn so that we may teach. We will cultivate self-reliance. We will struggle to resurrect and unify our home. We will raise many children for our nation. We will have discipline, patience, devotion, and courage. We will live as models to provide new direction for our people. We will be free and self-determined. We are an African people. We will win. We will win. And we will always struggle until we win. That is the African flag.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Aibobo. Habagania. That is it. It is so beautiful to hear. I mean, I'm gonna print this so I can have it at my door. I'll print it so I can have it where my students can see it. I'll print it so I can have it where my dancers can see it. It's beautiful to hear. Thank you so much, Nikki. I want to say thank you and thanks for stopping by. And don't worry, we're gonna have you again.
I thank you and I appreciate you.
All right, God bless you, Nikki. God bless your family, and we wish you the best on this beautiful Kwanzaa coming up.
Thank you.
Happy harvest to you.
Madasi means thank you in Swahili.
Madasi. All right, is it with a P?
As in Mary. A as in apple. D as in David. And E. S as in Sam. E as in egg. E as in egg. Madasi. That's how I pronounce it.
Madasi.
What language is that?
Swahili, she said. Okay. All right. Thank you so very much, Madasi, to our beautiful Nikki. God bless you.
And you too. God bless you.
Thank you. Well, I want to open the line. It is 7:23. We're going to take a commercial break, and then I'm going to open the line for our listeners to call and share some of the things that they've learned with us. I would love to hear some of the kids, but if the kids can call, also the parents can call and enjoy themselves also. Let's take a commercial break, and then we're going to open the line for our listeners to talk. Yes.
Hey, l'amitié, posez, amis. C'est pas comme ça, yo acheter caille, non? Acheter caille, c'est pas une décision, prendre comme ça. C'est un investissement lié. Vous travaillez trop dit pour faire l'argent. Donc, vous devez protéger investissement. Avant de signer un contrat pour acheter caille, faut qu'on inspecte caille là. Relais moun qui bon dans ça, relais moun qui compte faire ça. Relais aimé, home inspection 516 de 98 89 92. C'est téléphone yo 516 de 98 89 92. Inspecteur aimé a checké tout système dans caille là. Commencez par structure, en passant par chauffage, électrique, plumbing, air conditionné, aération, bain-bois, etc. Tout détail important. Inspecteur aimé dit ou pas acheter chaque dans ma coûte, protéger tête ou protéger poche ou pas quitter ou dire si problème ça pas rien aujourd'hui et puis demain pour aller dépenser yon beau kit l'argent. Protéger investissement. Laguer ça dans main inspecteur aimé yon professionnel avec un pile expérience dans domaine inspecteur caille avec inspecteur aimé investissement a garanti zamim.
Moun nou yo, problème shipping nous résoudre. Péripéties nous te kon passé pour n'expédier zafè nous en Haïti, ça fini. Haïti Shipping Cargo porte solution pour nous. Haïti Shipping Cargo tande plainte nous. Elle comprend difficulté nous te gagné pour nous voyer machine, conteneur, provision, meubles ak an pilote qualité bagay. Konya nou vin pi prè pour nous soulager. Relè nous nan 646 606 83 20 ou bien passez dans 95 02 Ditmas Avenue Brooklyn, New York. Nous gain bon prix, nous rapide, nous garanti et nous respecter date livraison. Haïti Shipping Cargo, compagnie qui toujours été pi près là. Relez-nous, n'a voyé pour.
Est-ce qu'on connaît abréviation HOPE signifie Haitian American United for Progress? Pour vivre plus bien dans la cour New York, côté fait débarquer ou soit son vieux ou besoin de deux bagages ça yo. Bonne volonté et puis centre communautaire HOPE. Dirigeant la ville ou bien l'État New York fait confiance. Et puis yo cassé mettre dans main moyen pour l'offrir en pile service. Dans moment délivrance tout parents, c'est joindre pour petit yo after school programme à Universal Pre-K. Hop, là pour ça, et gain même formation à protection contre violence domestique, étalage service que centre communautaire Hop vient pour l'offrir bakaché du ou en pile, mais yo pas besoin trop lourd pour épaules li. La vérité c'est que mission Hope Haitian American United for Progress, c'est démêler le coup mettre Jean-Jacques tout en temps pour correr communauté. Alors c'est important pour visiter Hope quand même dans une de adresse Lio 197-17 Hillside Avenue Queens ou bien dans Brooklyn 1760 Nostrand Avenue. Téléphone 718 233 11 87 718 527 37 76.
Dans le pays ici, dans tout domaine, c'est expert qui fait la différence. Souvent parler des différentes facettes des arts culinaires, sans gratter tête m'a dit Yannick, the great chef out of cooking and baking school. Yannick design cook cuisine avec pâtisserie personnalisée, dépendamment de disponibilité intéressée. Si vous avez gradué, marié ou sinon vous avez fêté anniversaire, remettre toute bagaille dans Yannick, the great chef, et puis ou même à tout invité capable d'installer nous confortablement pour une expérience unique. Zamim, si vous avez l'idée de prendre classe cuisine, pâtisserie ou sinon ou besoin d'un professionnel dans les affaires catering, les seuls experts nous gagnent dans la communauté Yannick, the great chef out of cooking and baking school dans 516 581 27 17. Adresse là c'est 2281 Baylis Avenue Elmont ou son téléphone non 516 581 27 17. Now you go make things happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to The Talking Drum, a show that embraces the beauty and majesty of African people and its culture. My name is Valance Innocent, and Alyssa is next to me, my co-host. It's a beautiful experience. I had a beautiful time today. Like I said, it's every time I'm on the Talking Drum and celebrating culture, our culture as a people, and I'm happy because the work that we are doing, our children needs to know who they are, and they need to know the work that was done before and by our ancestors, by those who were before us. Nikki, Veronica Philip Nikki was there, and she shared beautiful information. And also Nicole was there, sharing beautiful information with us. Please, good evening. You've reached the talking drum. I would like to know your input. Hello? You may talk. We are listening. Oh, well, it looks like we have a little. You please call again. Please call again. All right. Yes. I invite you to call again. Once again, our phone number here is 516-203-7162. 516-203-7162. 516-203-7333. Nous-mêmes captant D 516-203-71-62. 516-203-73-33. Yes. Yes, you. Good evening. You're listening to the Talking Drum. Please share with us your input. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. We are listening. We hear you perfectly. So please talk. Okay, it looks like she didn't think we heard her. Yes, we heard you. You were talking. You said hello, but you hang up the phone. So please call again. We'd love to hear what you have to share with the community. Yes, Nicole Salade was our guest today, and Veronica Philip Nikki. Thank you so much, both of you, for the knowledge that you spread in the community, to our Haitian audience, to our American audience, and everybody listening. Because as you know, on the Talking Drum, we have people listening to us of different background, different heritage. So it's a pleasure. It's a beauty to see. I happen to love New York City. I love the United States. Like the fact that people come together of different background, different nationality. And like I was telling my daughter, the fact that we can live with each other without killing each other. It's a beauty. It's a beauty to see. Yes. So when you're listening to this, the principles of Kwanzaa. Good evening. You've reached the Talking Drum. I would like to hear your input. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay, so I would like to say thank you guys so much for talking about Kwanzaa, because I think it's such an important celebration that, African American and African people should be embracing. I have been going to Kwanzaa celebration from the 90s, and I noticed that they used to have a lot of people coming, and for some reason, it's less and less people attending. I don't know, as you asked Nikki, what's the reason why a lot of people are not celebrating Kwanzaa?
Okay.
Every year, we before the coronavirus, Dr. Malanga Karanga, the father of Kwanzaa, he at one of the elementary schools down by Macon Street. And when I attended, I noticed that the place wasn't even packed. And I was like, I cannot believe this, that you have the father of Kwanzaa here and you don't have the place packed up.
Okay.
I believe that the parent, it cannot come from the school to teach our kids to embrace our culture.
Okay, so you think the parents have to...
Because I took my daughter to the different Kwanzaa celebrations so she can learn.
Okay.
Until parents get involved, because other races, like in Hanukkah, the Jewish people teach their kids about Hanukkah. Don't leave it to the school. And about Christmas, you really Christians learn about Christmas in churches.
Okay.
Parents, if we want our children to learn about Kwanzaa, which is so important and it's non-religious, but the principle, all those will make us better people. So the parents have to have their children, take their children and their children about Kwanzaa.
I appreciate your contribution. I agree. I agree that we can't leave everything to the teachers, especially nowadays. It's really hard. I mean, on the internet, you're teaching online, and there's so much you can do. Yep. Thank you so much, Marie, for your contribution. Thanks for listening, and continue to support our show. Give a big kiss to beautiful Alana for us. I hope she was listening to the Kwanzaa show today.
Okay.
Bye bye. God bless. Yes. Once again, it's always a pleasure. Marie is a big supporter of Agoci. She loves the work that we do at Agoci, and we're educating our children, the youth, to empowering them to embrace who they are, their culture. I personally think that Kwanzaa should be well known. People should know, especially people of African descent, Trinidadian, Jamaican, Haitian, and wherever you are, Panamanian. Embrace your culture, man. Embrace your culture. Alyssa, was there anything different that our two guests say that you did not know from the research that you've done? I thought that was rather interesting when Nicole Saladé was talking about the hair. Nicole doesn't support black women putting fake hair, she said. Well, come on, this is the radio. This is education. What do you think about this? I mean, do you have a different point of view? You don't have to agree with everything people say. You're free to talk your mind.
I mean,
yeah. So
I don't have a problem with the fake hair, unless you could wear the fake hair, but it's the mentality that
the mentality that come with it.
So if you're wearing fake hair to make yourself look more Eurocentric, or you're wearing fake hair because you don't like your own hair, then that's when it's a problem.
Okay.
But if you're wearing hair to accentuate the long hair you already have, or you're wearing hair, for a different look, or for fun, not because you hate your own hair, because but it's important to love your own hair. But if you do wear weave, it's important. If you wear weave, you have to look at why you're wearing the weave.
Okay.
Some people.
Last time you were talking about that there are people who wear their hair as a protective style or something.
Yeah. There are times when black hair requires a lot of attention. So if you're somebody that's really busy, you're not gonna really have time to be twisting your hair up and spraying it with water like almost every day. I mean, we all would like that, but for the people who don't really have time to do it, they just throw the wig on like a hat. Like me, if I have my wig, I throw it on like a hat. Sometimes there are times after you do a trim on your hair, or you want to seal in some moisture, you do cornrows and then you put your wig on as a protective style, and the hair grows underneath your wig. So the wig also has the fake hair also has its place in your natural hair growth as well. Like I said, it's how you think of yourself when you wear the fake hair. If you think that wearing the fake hair makes you more beautiful, or you're not, if you think that you're not pretty,
if you think it's the hair, it's the fake hair that make you beautiful, then there's a problem, right?
If you think that the wig is what makes you pretty, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I wear wigs. I wear wigs because I want to, not because I don't, not because I need to, or I'm addicted.
Okay, I see.
Because because the wig plays its own role, and other races wear it's been the rules that throughout time, the media has been showing that it's only black women who wear weave or extension and all that. White people wear extensions as much as we do. They may do it differently, but they still wear it. You know, it's been weave and wigs and stuff have been around for a very long time. Even if it's not actual hair that you're putting in your to elongate your hair, it's been around for a while. Ancient Egyptians used to shave off their hair bald and then put on a wig. You know, but it's not because they wanted to look more. Like I said, it's how you think of yourself when you wear the wig. That's what I think. I'm not against it at all. It's just make sure that you know who you are and you know that you don't have to rely on a wig to make you feel beautiful, or you don't feel like the nappy hair or the black hair is less than the wig that you're putting on.
All right.
I digress.
Okay. Listen, let's take a little musical break because we've been talking a lot on the radio here. Let's listen to the beautiful music of Yannick Etienne. Yes.
Sous la mer, moi tendais tirer. Attendez, tirer. Oh, les moins mandés. Oh, ça qui gagnait. Oh, bâtiment dérapé. Bâtiment conquis, non mais dérapé, est-il malade? Gade m'a traité. Moi tant de tirer sous la mer. Oh, moi tant de tirer les moins mandés.
All right, that was beautiful Yannick Etienne. By the way, to make a long story short, the Dance Emil CD is coming out soon. He's in the studio. He's in the studio mixing it. I know there's a lot of you here who know Dance Emil very well. Well, he's my music teacher. He's my music teacher. So his album coming out soon. So I can't wait to have Dance Emil on the Talking Drum to talk to us about his album and to let us taste this his beautiful music. He has done a lot for music. So we will, when the album is ready, he will be joining us. Once again, Alyssa, it was a beautiful show. You contributed to Kwanzaa. Parler de Kwanzaa la, communauté a kon sak Kwanzaa. Ba gon moun konyak pa ka dim sak Kwanzaa. Everybody should know what Kwanzaa is by now. After the show, we had Nicole Salade, who talked about Kwanzaa and Creole. And then we had Veronica Philip-Niki, who talked about Kwanzaa also. And Alyssa also shared some knowledge on Kwanzaa, started the whole thing for us. So everybody should know about Kwanzaa, and I hope that you don't just hear it. I hope you don't just take the information and just apply it in your life. To me, the principles are interesting to me. This whole idea of respecting and supporting our own, supporting our own black businesses. To support with a goal and to make plan, and those things are important to me. They're important to me. So listen, thank you every one of you who listen to the show every Friday. We went there last Friday, so I know you missed us, but we are back. And this show, you can listen to it live also on the internet, on Facebook. I will be sharing it on my page. Those of you who are not friends of Agoci, if you're not in the group Friend of Agoci on WhatsApp, please join us. We also have a Facebook group called Friends of Agoci. Join and support and join that group so you know what Agoci is doing, whether we are performing our music classes, dance classes, everything. Yes, we continue to give dance and music classes in person and also on the internet, okay, via Zoom. So if you know someone who want to take dance classes, music classes, guitar, piano, our teachers are eager to pass on their knowledge. All right, Saturday we have classes on Saturdays, Tuesday, Thursday, and coming in January we will be having classes basically every day. So please stay in touch with Agoci. Our phone number is 347-600-6389, 347-600-6389. You can also reach us on the internet, www.agoci.net, www.agoci.net. We are also on Facebook, on Facebook yo, okay, Agoci Art, AGOCI Art on Facebook. Once you go Agoci once you say once you type AGOCI on Google, man, you're gonna see everything that we do, because we've been working for a long time. We've been working for a long time in the community. When it's not our music, when it's not the music band, it's Agoci Dance Company, it's Agoci Art Center. So we've invested in the community, a lot in the community. I'm looking forward to the new year. I know there's a lot of talk about a vaccine coming. And there's a lot of people who are scared also because they don't want to take the vaccine. So, but hey, even though, I can basically tell you my opinion. I wish that I didn't have to take the vaccine, because as a school teacher, I know they're probably gonna push it on me. They're probably gonna push it on the teachers. They're probably gonna say, well, you have to take the vaccine if you wanna teach or work at Board of Education. But I think we should have that right. I think we should have the right to say, well, you know what? I don't want to take it. because after all, this is America. This is a free country. If all of our rights are taken away from us, we are in trouble. I mean, I can understand, they want to protect people, but at the same time, you shouldn't be telling people that they have to take a vaccine, that they may not want to take. Fabian was saying also that if you already have the antibody in you, right? If you take a test and they see the antibody in your body, why do you have to take the vaccine? Because you already have
even though you may have antibodies,
you can still take it. You can still get it.
You can still get the virus even if you have antibodies. You can get it a second time.
All right. Well, listen, Alyssa wants that vaccine out so she can she can get back to life again. Back to love. Okay. She wants to get back out there. She's tired of this seclusion. Where she cannot see her friends and enjoy the beauty of life. Alyssa is a people person. Yes. I miss it too. I want my company to get back to performing again. Yes, we normally have performances, go and perform in the community. Yes, can't wait to get back to performing again. My music band playing again and things like that. So last summer we were supposed to go to Canada and tour and perform and give workshops, but that was all canceled. And we also had a beautiful show prepared, and that was canceled too. So I'm looking forward to performing again. I'm working so hard. Those of you who are my fan who love to see me dance, I'm working my body. I'm working hard. Physically trying to get my body to the level that I want it so I can get back on the stage and dance for you again. I know you haven't seen me dancing for a bit. You've seen me performing with the band, but I'm working the body, losing some weight and get the body toned to get back on performing, dancing again with my company. Because I know they missed it. Actually that was Nicole. I remember Nicole said to me, Roland, listen, what's going on here? What, you're not dancing anymore? You are so good at what you do. What's going on? So yes, I will be blessing you guys soon. I'm working on it. By the way, Agoci's album is out there. Please go on the internet, type Bum Tambu, or just type Agoci on Amazon and you're gonna see all of our music. Please support, buy them, don't just listen to them, buy them. If you don't buy them, there's no money, right? If you just listen to them and enjoy them with you and your family, there's no money coming into me. It takes a lot of money to produce an album. You gotta first of all pay the musicians to play, and it takes a lot of money to produce an album, and these days it's really hard for musicians to make a living, because unless you know how to promote or you have the money to promote, it just becomes harder and harder. So please continue to support, buy our music on Amazon, iTunes, or wherever. Just type AGOCI and get our music. You can continue to support our scholarship program. By the way, as you know, every year we give 10 scholarships to children out there, and coming January I want to give more. I want to go and to the different schools and auditions and give opportunity to more young people to study music and dance for free. Please continue to support our scholarship program. You can just give me a phone call and said you would like to donate to the scholarship program at Agoci Incorporated. Okay, so once again, my phone number is 347-600-6389, 347-600-6389. I would like to play a little Julio, because I know we have Julio's fan in the audience. I know we have a lot of Julio people who love Julio's music. So let's play a little Julio before we finish the show. Hopefully, Maury or those of you will like it.
Samba comme ça fait malade. Oh, regardez, j'en moins malade. Samba comme ça fait malade.
Ça c'est Julio.
Simbe comme ça fait malade. M'bata était malade. Tous les jours m'lève malade. C'est comme ça m'senti malade.
Si pays a fait Julio malade, Julio qu'elle a fait carré malade.
Comme ça fait malade. Oh, regardez, yo moi malade. Samba comme ça fait malade. Simbe comme ça fait malade. M'bata malade.
Yes, I want to thank Radio Creole for their support to the show. I want to thank Agoci Entertainment, Agoci Incorporated, for their support to the show, for, continuing to support our show, The Talking Drum. Once again, every single one of you who was listening to the show, I thank you. And Nicole, continue to support, please. Thank you. I just have a new friend now, Nicole Salade. Thanks to Huguette, yeah, Mama Huguette, yes, Huguette is my mother, man. I tell you, if whatever I do, if she come after a show, she calls me up and say, "Well, lads, what's going on? This dancer was doing this dancer was doing that." That's Huguette, and Huguette is very supportive. So thanks to you, Huguette, and also Veronica Nikki, thank you for joining us on the Talking Drum. Continue to support, continue to listen, and tell your friends to listen. We there every Friday from 6 to 8 on the Talking Drum. All right.
Attention, sur le nez, embrassez-vous. Attention, sur la bouche, embrassez-vous. Attention, sur le ventre, embrassez-vous.
Azunke parin lek bahe, azunke parin lek bahe, parin lek bahe men l'argent kase washo, azunke balre le parin vodou lek bahe, azunke parin lek bahe, azunke parin lek bahe, l'argent kase washo, azunke parin lek bahe.
Once again, thank you for listening to the Talking Drum. Aïe Bobo, Assini, nous saluons tous les ancêtres qui te bonne opportunité pour nous là. Papa, oh, gon garçon fait, quand son fait. Papa, les bâtis bon mettre cafou, mettre grand chimé. Ti, j'adore toi, cousin, ça, m'aider. C'est le frère, c'est le temps. Aïe Bobo, all of you who was listening to the show. I salute all of you in the name of our ancestors. Aïe bobo, aïe bobo, aïe bobo. Agoci, Agola. Yes, we are on the talking drum, and I hope to see you next week. Remember, our phone number is 347-600-6389. 347-600-6389. 347-600-6389. Restez contacté avec Agoci. By the way, before I go, I want to let you know that Faboli Fashion, Fabien's fashion line, they have a beautiful, beautiful fashion line. Faboli Fashion, check them on the internet. Faboli Fashion, and they have beautiful crochet clothes, crochet hats, crochet everything, and they have beautiful bags made by Fabienne. Okay, call Fabienne. Okay. All right, now 347-600-6389. Agoci, Agola.
Bon, nous rive jodia dans Radio Peuple, Radio Créole. Nous rive jodia dans Radio Peuple, Radio Créole. Côté nous pral déchiffrer, nous pral développer un pile bagaille avec la famille jodia. Mais avant nous arriver là, frère avec sœur yo, on nous toujours baisser tête nous dans la prière pour nous ça cap passer jodi à travers le monde. Si nous t'avons dit ça en gros créole, m'pa gen bouche pour me parler et ou pas gen bouche pour parler tout. Ou chita wap gade, oreilles wap tande, mais on pas capable toucher, réalité a pas capable venir sous tableau. Eh bien, nous baisser tête nous devons aujourd'hui, comme toujours, ça mando dans miséricorde, mando fait nous grâce. Mando la santé, mando force, mando courage, mando bénédiction, mando délivrance. Nous mando présence ou dans l'école là, présence ou côté chauffeur, présence ou dans l'hôpital là, présence ou dans salle d'opération, présence ou côté chauffeur, présence ou côté pilote là. C'est eux-mêmes qui commencement, c'est eux-mêmes qui la fin. C'est eux-mêmes qui gagnent libération pour innocents yo. Dans miséricorde, c'est eux-mêmes seuls qui capable laver nous de toutes souillures. Papa, ka nous grave, kembe men nous